And so if because they can perform well, they're okay with this, right? They like this.
Yeah.
They're very smart people. Doctrine is part of it, right? So any Christian denomination that focuses too heavily on doctrine and what? Knowledge are part of the fake Christian parasitical Gnostic element of Christianity. They're not relying on Christ's blood, which he taught us from the beginning. They're not relying on that. They're relying on good doctrine, right? And they even replace the fruits of the Spirit with doctrine. So the Bible even tells us what to look for, right? When you're looking for a faithful believer, you're looking for someone who has the fruits of the Spirit. Do you remember what those are? Because I forget.
Yeah, so my daughter's really good at this.
Yeah, she's impressive.
I can follow her example. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. 9. There's 9
Bam.
of them.
Bam. Right? And
They
what
are.
do people complain about in the American church? They don't do those things. Right? They fail to do those things. Oh, they don't feel welcome in church. Oh, someone was rude to them or snooty. Oh, they didn't give them help when they needed help. Right? So is this a legitimate complaint? Yes, it actually is a legitimate complaint. What are those same churches that aren't doing the fruits of the Spirit focused on? Not policy. Sorry, we don't help people this way. We got to help them in the proper way. Oh, no, you're not the correct doctrine. Sorry. This is just something we can't abide. Oh, they're not saved because they don't follow the correct doctrine. They've all fallen victim to the same Gnostic thinking.
Yeah.
Christ came to release us of this burden to have to perform. Right? So these people that need help in the church, they're not performing right. They don't have to. Truth be told. So what we're supposed to be doing is offering what help we can give. It's true that we can't offer everyone the help they want, right? We don't always have that help. We don't always have the ability to give them that help. So what did the apostles say when someone asked for help? They said, I don't have that, but what I do have is rise and walk, right?
Yeah.
So this is what our churches should be doing. We don't need to be performing a performance that they want. No, we just give what we can give.
Yeah.
So that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be living by faith, not by works, right? Not by our intelligence and our doctrine. That's Gnosticism. We don't ascend the halls of Christianity by having better doctrine.
Yeah.
It's absurd because we're not God anyway. How can we truly understand the nature of how the Holy Spirit relates to Christ and God the Father? Why are you thinking that you can understand that? It's absurd. You're talking about God. And then you have the audacity to yell at other believers because they don't know what you know. And you might not even know it. So what does that matter? You see, I'm describing a collapse, not just of culture, but of the Christian faith in America, right?
Yeah, and Paul, who, we could arguably say had a pretty good handle on doctrine, said, I resolved to know nothing but Christ and him crucified. And the simplicity, the childlike simplicity of trusting God is really what is required.
And what did he eventually call all of his religious experiences and religious knowledge and religious achievements?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah,
he calls it poop. It's dung.
Yeah, for the sake of knowing Christ, he calls it all a waste of time. That's
what Gnosticism is. It's dung. like someone is holding over you this requirement that you have to fulfill this requirement. Child, you do not have to fulfill it. That's what God says. You do not have to fulfill it. You are free of having to do that. So this is why God blessed the reformers when they reformed from the Catholic Church. God didn't destroy them. No, they're all around the world. And why is this? Because they care about the gospel. They care about the actual message of the Bible and of what God is trying to do. I'm not saying they're perfect people. That's ridiculous. Why are we demanding perfection of people? So, when Christ comes into, Christ himself in the Bible goes into a temple and fashions a whip, right? And says, get out of my Lord's house, of the Father's house. You are not supposed to make my house a house of money changers, but a house of prayer.
Yeah.
Did he do the wrong thing? Was trying to reform his faith the wrong thing? He's a reformer, people. He's trying to reform those people because they were making mistakes. They didn't always listen, no. But this is the process that faith is always going through, right? Because we don't all understand God's ways. So in time, some people, right, say things that are offensive and they get killed, they get martyred. But then like 50 years later, someone's like, that wasn't really right. What was he trying to say anyway? And they dig it up and they go, you know what? The translation of the Bible here, we could really think about this, what this means.